Hey, nerds, dorks, dweebs, dipheads. This is Little Big Robots. Today, I'm doing something very special, super duper special. This is a Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Eye Guy. So he's called the Eye Guy. I don't do Mighty Morphin at all. By the way, while you're here, if you're watching this video, please go ahead. There might be, even if you're on the desktop, floating right down here in the corner will be a button. If you hover over it, you can subscribe. I'm trying to get to 3,500 by the end of the year. 4,000 would be amazing, but 3,500 would be great. You know, just making an old man happy. I like that number going up. Also, I have a little thanks button down below here. The thanks button is like a tip jar. If you tip me anything, I, of course, will use it to buy more toys to review. So if you like my reviews, feel free to tip me a little something, buy me a coffee. And then I'm part of an experimental YouTube feature where I should have the toy information. I think down here only on desktop, I'm not sure, pop up, and you can actually click on that and it'll link it to a place you can buy it. So this is, like I said, I don't do Mighty Morphin Power Rangers ever. I've never ever done it. I don't see the appeal. I see the appeal. It's big, bright, awesome critters and toys, and so that's cool. Imagine if you were a kid, this would be something just blow you away. I'm checking something real quick though. These are made in China, yes. So I'm cutting back on how many toys I buy in China, but as you can see, it's impossible almost. So I'm still working on it. We'll see what we can do. But when I saw this thing, I don't remember when I saw it or where. I think on one of the toy subreddits, it started popping up. And people were like, I found one, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And I was like, that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. That, and there's a pig guy that I am actually getting. And if you're a Mighty Morphin expert out there, you might know what I'm talking about. He's like a pig guy that has a pig head. It's like his arms are connected on the side of it. So he's a giant head, like MODOK, which by the way I'm getting as well. MODOK from Marvel. The arms connected on his head and his legs at the bottom of the head. And he's a giant pig guy. I'm like, the Japanese, I forget what it's called, the giant robot kind of, that Mighty Morphin, what is that style called? I can't remember what that's called. Sorry, I'm going to make a lot of noise. You know, the giant, the fighter people, that style of TV that's been around since the 70s or whatever. They have the best designs for monsters, and I love that they make people in actual suits fight. It's not just computer stuff. You know, it can be some, but... And so I saw this, it's like, I've got to have it. I was like, nah, it's $45. Well, it was on sale. Sorry, I'm grabbing it. There we go. Not only was it on sale, but I was traveling, and my brother was insisting on buying me something for my birthday, and I said, buy me this. Ah, wow, it feels great. So there's a lot to talk about with this that I'm curious about. What is he? I'm sure he's a bad guy, right? This is complete body horror. Like, let's set up a good screenshot here for the let's see, how should his arm go? Let's move this stuff out of the way. Let's get a good screen cap for the thumbnail. This is complete body horror. This is completely gross. I mean, it's disgusting. Let's be honest. There's a lot to say about this. It feels good. It's not as heavy. It's heavy. It's not metal, which is fine. You know, it's actually pretty posable. It looks like for what it is. I'm afraid of it. There we go. I mean, for a giant person made of eyes, it's pretty posable. Look at that. So you could do some really neat stuff. It feels good, but you can see just a bit of a color variation up here in the mouth. I guess this is his mouth, and this is his eye. I don't know. You can see like it's a bit dirty around here. That's cool, but looking at this, can you imagine? Look at the details. Could you imagine a basic wash done on this, and all this stuff would pop? You get some on the eyes, which is fine, but you can dab it off, and all this would pop. I don't know if somebody out there knows if this is like a McFarlane figure where you can heat it up in some hot water and it'll pop apart much easier, or if this is rubber bands or not. But you could take it apart to do that wash and not really cause any issues, but you could just wash it like that, and the whole thing would darken up like this, but all these details would pop out. I'm wondering though, do I have my tweezers anywhere? Tweezer, here we go. Here's some. What I'm wondering is if that eyeball, I don't think it does. Oh my God. Dude, listen to that too. When I open it. It's like, Look at that. Is that not disgusting? Such body horror. This is so gross. And then what's weird is you see this little tab here under the eye. I'm basically doing eye surgery. That might just be a manufacturing thing, but I'll check other reviews. What I was saying this earlier, one thing I like to do is, if I'm wondering if some part does something, like if those eyes pop out for some reason, check other people's reviews. Just go to YouTube and see reviews for these, and then you can see if somebody's done that. It's possible that's just a manufacturing process tab thing, you know, like it just goes in there for that reason. But if you were able to take this whole thing apart and either paint this or put veins on it or pop this out and paint the excuse me, paint the lens underneath, you might have a real winner there. Does this one do the same? It doesn't. So there's no lid on this one. But you see that little tab I'm talking about? Oh, it acts like it might come off. I'm going to look that up before I do it. But you see the amount of detail here if you just hit that with a wash? I mean, it looks good anyway. You could probably take this off. It's molded to it, but it's flexible. So you could take that off and paint it and then put that back on. I like this little stand. I guess this is his little buddy. Is this a effects part, or is this like a... I'm not sure what that's there for. Does it show? Let me see on the back of the box. So I didn't buy two of these. I could have bought two of them. I'm not a big two-person buyer. Oh, it comes out the eye. Oh, so that's an effects part. Oh, and look at that. You see the little tabs? That's so that it can slot there, I guess. You know what? I'm betting those come out and then that tab's in there. Okay, I'm going to do it. If I break this, it's at least not on the main character. Oh, gross. It is. It's coming out. This is disgusting. It's like eye surgery. There you go. I see. Oh, well, that's meant to be then. That's really cool, because then you could actually paint that if you wanted a different or a better color. Ooh, allergies. So then you take that, you slot it in. Look at that. So that's why that has the same thing. I thought that looked like a deliberate build or part, you know, that you could take off. So that you can slot it there or there, and he's shooting like his eye lasers. But look, you get this lens. You could even paint on the lens if you wanted, but once you take the lens out, you could paint that a lighter, like, you know, like a different color or some creepy color, some glowing effect, and then you could actually have the lens on it and be really nice. You could even, I bet you anything, run a cord right up in there, put you a little LED in there. I'm sure people have done that already. So, oh, and then you get additional hands. And of course they have eyes on them because it's disgusting. So you should be able to just pop these off here. See it? So I'm wondering if I could take this apart. I'm betting I could. Because like with the McFarlane figures, you can take them apart for washing, painting, whatever. And these might be no different. Some of them are just connected by tension, or, you know, by like a pop in and pop out part. And you heat it up with some hot water and it pops right out. I'm not sure if that looks like it's possible. But this is the area that concerns me here. That feels like a rubber band, so I won't want to break it. But I'll check it out. Maybe somebody, if anybody knows in the comments, let me know. But that's fantastic that you can close the eye. You can do it half closed. Such a cool looking figure. Such a cool looking figure. That's just something. I'm not normally somebody who just buys random figures, because you wind up with boxes and boxes of random figures you don't have, and then you have to sell them at a loss, blah, blah, blah. I have maybe 1.5, 2 boxes, two good size, you know, bins full of figures like that, but I can get rid of them. Something like this, though, is one that you're always going to want to display. This is not only that, but you could have this 40 years from now. Somebody could see this and be like, what in the hell is that? It looks so weird, just like you see kind of some of the old 70s, 80s gross out toys or weird toys or whatever. It's you don't have to know what this is to be like impressed by it. That's what I like about a lot of the Mighty Morphin stuff. The Power Rangers themselves are a bit specific. You have to know what they are. You kind of have to know why they are matching and have lightning symbols or whatever. This is just a monster. So this could be, you could be a kid and play with this and be like, have such strong memories with this and have no idea what it ever was. You know, eye boobies and everything. It's just a creepy. I didn't even notice this is kind of like the face and he's kind of yelling, but at the same time it's not. This is the eye. These are just extra. So it's a weird, it's a surreal, this is like Dali, you know, he got into making toys. It's a good size too. It's got to be, oh, I don't know. Here, I've been doing this. I've been meaning to do this. I have a tape measure somewhere. can't remember, but just to show you, here's my Halo since I got him here. Here's a 1/18 scale figure if you want to get a kind of a size. So it's a good size. It's good, what, 10 inches, something like that. Not bad at all. Freaky, gross, disgusting. Right up my alley. I can't wait to get Pig Guy because he looked completely gross as well. It feels like it's made well, so that's cool. But it definitely needs some kind of wash or something because those details will just pop like crazy. Not bad at all. Huh? Pretty weird. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.